What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We're talking about some of the column information in the Digimon Liberator site here. We talked about in another video, we were looking at things. We have a new webcomic coming out this week, so we'll be going over that when it does drop. I think it's Thursday. So it might be by the time this video goes up or maybe the next day. Anyways, but we wanted to look into the column stuff. There's some cool little information here in the columns that we just wanted to bring to you guys' attention if you hadn't looked at it yet, and how this might be impacting cards in the future or potential other things like maybe an anime or like a TV show for the Digimon Liberator. Anyways, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, let's see. We'll go start with the tips about Lacuna. It gives you a little bit here. Of course, it's going to take forever to load. And then there's the NPC one. We'll look at that one next here. So Digimon Liberator is a fully immersive VR game set in a virtual space called Lacuna. Lacuna is a cyber world formed by complex fusion of mapping data from the real world. As a result, is a landscape that feels familiar yet has never been seen before. A unique scenery that blends the known and unknown. Virtual world is divided into 7 distinct areas. Each forming an island composed of various cities. Each of the 7 islands is also a city and a district. Each of the 7 islands is also a city and a district area that together form the virtual world. Today, let's explore the Emerald Coast, the invasive forest city. So you see here you have the shopping mall area, landmark, research facility, the big trees, the landmark, rest area, colorful circle of plants, frame that supports the landmass, water circulation device. Yeah. There's the concept art for the forest. The focus here is to get accustomed to the battle system of the game and the game mechanics by defeating low-level NPCs. The NPCs in the Emerald Coast are generally programmed to let players win unless the players make significant mistakes. The difficulty level is such that they can likely succeed. A notable feature is that many NPCs use green cards. So yeah. So there's quite a big article there. It gives you. So I'd take a read on it. There's some good information in there. Just kind of touching on these things here. And we have the tips about the NPCs here. Digimon Liberator is, here players can enjoy battling each other through the Digimon card game. Additionally, there are numerous NPCs who provide a variety of in-game activities. NPCs are an essential part of the game. Here we introduce some of them. Figure and Navigator, Tutorial NPC. Of course, that'll be the first. Battle NPCs. Shopping NPCs, so helping you do quiz NPCs, transport NPCs, conditional battle NPCs. Some NPCs are unique, challenging players to battles under special conditions. That's kind of what happened, I think, with Shoto. Police officer, hotel staff, nurse. The battle NPC he faced looked a lot different than these one. These are kind of like generic football head guys. Ooh. So a little bit about the NPCs there. Battle coverage. 1 versus Ice Knight. Shoto's deck, excluding some cards. So this battle introduces a new breeze into the world of Digimon card game featuring Shoto Kazuma's Bird Beatdown deck against the Emerald Coast Rogue NPC Ice Clad deck, which significantly restricts opponents' actions. Shoto's Bird Beatdown deck is capable of aggressive attacks with the powerful ST-18 Zephagamon faces significant challenges. Despite this deck's potential, Shoto is a beginner and carries the considerable handicap of having never used the cards of Terramon and others before. So, excluding some cards, kind of showed, Fluffymon, Muchomon, Kiwimon, Kogatorimon, Parrotmon. Love seeing some of these bad Digimon come in his deck. The old nemesis from the TV show. I don't think Muchomon was ever a nemesis. He might have been. He could have been in the Puppetmon saga. I know Kiwimon was, but I'm not sure if Muchomon was in the Puppetmon arc. Then, of course, Terramon, Galemon, Grand Galemon, Zephygamon, and Anemoi Embrace, which is the option card he used to win the game. And then, on the other hand, the NPC's Ice Clad deck has a strong suppressive ability that not only stunts Digimon by trashing their Digivolution cards, but also possesses a new effect called Ice Clad to ensure that it doesn't lose in battles. Furthermore, the NPC's level is set high. So it's Yarimon, Balukamon, Snow Agumon, Sorcerermon, Paildramon, Crisp Paildramon, and of course Hexablouse. So it's kind of cool we're getting new Hexablouse support finally after so many sets. And Summon Frost, again, another good option card. Lots of good stuff there. You're going to see an EX7 and the ST18 deck. In this high-stake game, Shoto faces immense challenges on his path to victory. Let's take a closer look at how the match unfolded. So they kind of show here. There's got the... able to put Paildramon and Snow Agumon on the back, and then a Blukamon in the back. Shoto's hand. Yeah, was able to add one card with Avian and one card with the Vortex Warriors, which is sweet because, you can add, because it's just one card with the Vortex Warriors, so you can add 2 Digimon, as well as adding, option cards with Liberator or Vortex Warrior trait. So that's really good. So it basically goes through the overall kind of what happened in the battle, which we pretty much saw there. And then he had a Grand Galemon and a Galemon, and then of course one Hexablaumon, and deleted the Grand Galemon. Yeah. Yeah. And there's that Summon Frost card. With 3 memory, Shoto finally was able to draw a card and turn the tide of the Zephygamon. Yeah, Shoto Digivolved the Grand Galemon. He had just moved into the battle area into Zephygamon. Sorcerermon's on-play effect unsuspends Hexablaumon, which then suspended by the Wind Digivolving effect, and then unsuspended again. Since the Digimon became unsuspended, Zephygamon becomes unaffected by the effects of the opponent's Digimon, and its DP increases. Now Hexablaumon's Icy Barrier can be breached. Zephygamon then launches an attack on the security stack. Fluffymon, when attacking, is used to suspend the blocker Sorcerermon. After that, it became a battle against Hexablaumon lurking in security, but this was not enough to stop Zephygamon, which had reached 18,000 DP due to Digivolution cards and its own effect. This reduced the NPC's security stack to 0. Then Shoto decisively used the option card Anemoi Embrace. Anemoi? Suspend 1 Digimon. If this is suspended, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck, then unsuspend one Digimon. He suspends the Hexablaumon with an option card allowing Zephyrmon to rise once again, shifting the NPC's memory to 5. But after this, the turn would not return to the opponent. At the end of the turn, Zephyrmon's effect Vortex activates. Shoto launches an attack on the suspended Hexablaumon. Direct attack on the NPC with the Tamer card effect. At this point, the effect of the Tamer card, Shoto Kazuma, which was played from security stack earlier, activated. Shoto Kazuma has the effect that synergizes perfectly with Vortex. This effect allows Shoto to change the target of the attack, and Zephyrmon's attack was redirected from Hexablaumon to a direct attack on the NPC, which ended the game. Yeah. And then we had the tips, which talks about D-Storage. What is it? D-Storage is a multifunctional deck case, essentially essential for playing Digimon Liberator. By registering an account on the official Digimon Liberator website, linking your D-Storage, players can access the game from TALE and activate the D-Storage device by reading a Digimon card with it. D-Storage's function and the real world naturally uses of the D-Storage differ between the real world and in-game. So it scans all your cards. Interesting. And then uses that to create your deck in the digital space, basically. Accessories, ability items, alt art chips. Digimon Liberator players can use items to change the art of scanned cards into an alt art version. So that's kind of cool. Kind of like, it seems like something that would allow them to like do something fun for like a video game, that you could play the Digimon card game in a video game potentially, and then like use the D-Storage to get alt art versions of your cards. And that'd be cool if it had like, you could create like a video game where you created like a D-Storage that you could use and then scan your decks into the game basically. So you could play the cards you have in real life. I mean, that could be potentially somewhere they're going with this. I have no idea, but it's just kind of funny because they're just giving us all this information about the D-Storage, which is kind of like, well, if it's just a web comic, why do we care? But it's a cool column, and it kind of makes you think, like, what are they planning? So definitely take a read of these columns, guys. They got lots of cool information in them that kind of adds to the overall comic. We are going to be seeing a new chapter of the comic here, June 27th, 2 days, episode 3, part 2. It's interesting to see if episode 3 is going to have 2 parts like the last 2, or if now that we've got the introduction to this, some of these chapters are going to be getting longer and longer, since we haven't really even started a battle in episode 3 yet. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see if they continue to give this bi-weekly update to the Digimon Liberator comic. If you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, let me know. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.